Look, honestly, we felt we could have restricted them to around 200. We didn't field well, and that was a reason. Maybe a couple of drop catches and a couple of missed fields were the reason why we gave those extra 20-25 runs. Bowling wise, I think we did well to restrict them after not bowling well in the power play, I would say. So all in all, obviously, the mid-inning talks is always about how to go and chase those runs. So yes, obviously we were positive, but yes, I would definitely say that we missed out on a few opportunities which cost us about 20-25 odd runs, and at the end that was the difference between the two teams. See, when we came here, the plan was obviously to win the toss, bowl first. When you're bowling first, you want to restrict or get at early wickets. We know they were dependent on their top three batters who have been scoring well throughout the tournament. So our plan was to get those early wickets. We couldn't, but at the same time we also gave away a few more runs in the power play than we would have liked. So we did not start well, but we finished well in the bowling inning, and that's why I would say that the mid-innings momentum was on our side after we did well in the last part of the first innings. But then we just couldn't capitalize in the batting innings as well. I think we started off well, but they bowled in the right areas. They actually executed their plans better than us, and that was the difference between the two teams. Yeah, so I think two things. So we couldn't gain the advantage of not losing wickets in the first 10 overs. After teams who don't lose wickets in the first 10 overs, you expect them to then fire after those 10 overs. We couldn't really fire up at any point. That one or two big overs that we were hoping for in our batting innings, that never came. And for that, I think credit goes to them, their bowlers, for bowling in the right areas and sticking to their plans. I think that was, as I said, was the difference between the two teams. I think they stuck to their plans in more number of overs than what we did. So probably we did well in those middle part and the end part, and that's why we probably could give away 20 odd runs less. But I think if you count the number of overs in bowling, I think they executed their bowling better than us in terms of the number of overs. Absolutely. Like I mentioned, 20 odd runs could have been saved by better fielding and by better catching. That's something that no team wants to give away. We have been trying. The training sessions have been good, but somehow it's not clicking at the right time. We have had one or two really good games, like you saw in Chennai, the previous game. There were some great catches taken there. So yeah, it was just one day where it was not all coming together. When we were bowling well, we might not be fielding well, and then when we were actually fielding well or taking those catches, we might not be bowling well. And same with the batting innings. I think we started off well, but then lost the plot midway. So for a complete performance and to win games against good teams, which Gujarat Titans is, I think you need a performance where you are doing well in all three departments of the game. And like you rightly said, I think we missed out on the fielding bit today, and that's why it probably cost us the game. He's been really good. I've played 2 seasons now. This is my second season here, and he's a good thinker on and off the field and keeps the atmosphere positive. That's what you need from a leader. We were winning a lot last season, so it was different, obviously. This season has been a little tough. There have been wins and losses. Probably the momentum hasn't come on our side yet. We are trying for it, and that's all you can do. But from the leadership point of view, I think they've been good in terms of passing on the messages and stuff like that. It's just that the momentum is just not coming our way. See, from my experience of playing in the IPL for all these years, for a team to do well, there has to be at least 3 or 4 guys, in terms of your bowling I'm talking, who have to contribute in every game. Like there have to be 3 or 4 performances in every game for you to win games. And probably this year I would say that we are lacking that. When two guys are bowling well, the other three are probably not really bowling in tandem. And like we look at partnerships in terms of batting, I think it's the same in bowling as well. Because when you are not bowling well from both the ends, it creates unnecessary pressure on the other guy. And then the plans also change. So somehow, that hasn't really clicked for us. And yes, I mean, we have to take the blame for not being the best bowling side in the tournament. When you want to win games, when you want to do well for your team, you got to be the best. And we haven't been the best. I can't say that there is anything that we lack in terms of practicing and training and planning. It's just the execution out there on the field, which can go wrong at times. But like you said, in a tournament like IPL, when the stats show that you are not on top of your game, that's when the teams don't win games. So hopefully, we'll all try and get better and win games for the team. That's all we can do.